And hey there, this is Juvyline Velasco, and I make videos about call center and outsourcing. Today, I'll share my personal experience working as a customer support for Uber, what I learned, and how you can use this lesson to handle this type of work better. Are you ready? Let's go. Uber is a company that provides a ride hailing service. It makes a trip a lot easier by connecting passengers and drivers through one app. By using the Uber app, drivers can easily find riders, and riders can easily find drivers. So, here's what we do as a customer service. Our goal is to assist drivers with any concerns they have. We're on the side of the drivers, and our goal is to give them the best experience using the app. Because the more drivers use the app, the more money Uber makes through commission. So, how should you handle this type of account? These are the most common problems I handled as customer service. Number one, promotions or bonus issues. Drivers often call about promotions where Uber promised certain amount for a number of consecutive trips. Like, for example, 7 trips for $300 in a day. And some drivers only complete 6 and they still want to get the whole amount. So it ended up getting the regular payment, like $200. And this is frustrating for them. So that's one of the problem that they call us about. But typically, there's no way they can get it, especially if they didn't really meet the criteria. All we can do is just to sympathize and explain to them how this should be done better next time. Make sense? Number two, getting verified. Drivers want to start driving and make money, but they need to be verified first before they can accept rides. So they call customer service for help. And what we typically do is to assist them with their account by helping them to submit their driver's license and other important documents so they can get verified and start working as soon as possible. Number three, payment issues. Drivers call because they haven't been paid for a trip. For example, they picked and dropped off the passenger, but a payment isn't showing up yet in their balance, and they want to know why. Typically, it's just a delay, trips cancellation, or incorrect route. And there's going to be a guide for you to find out why it doesn't reflect on the balance by using the Uber product knowledge. Don't worry, all the problems has its own materials, so that's going to be provided by the company once you start working with them. So, these are the most common problems you might encounter if you work as an Uber customer service. And here's what I learned from this job. Number one, don't memorize a script. Almost every business uses scripts, but trying to memorize everything will overwhelm you. Instead, master the product knowledge. This means learning how to find the right keywords for you to search when a customer tells you their problem. For example, is it related to the trips? Then that should be on the trip criteria. Is it related to the app, promotions, or the account? Then go to the right keywords because understanding the right keywords will help you resolve the issue faster. Number two, acknowledge the customer. These may sound like a cliche, but it's really important. Always acknowledge the customer's problem before solving it. Say things like, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, or thank you for reaching out. And there are many other phrases to use to acknowledge the customer. That'll give them a better experience, showing that their feelings are valid. Number three, don't argue with customers. Even if you acknowledge the customer and they're still frustrated, don't argue with them. They're not mad at you, they're mad at the situation. I mean, is feel your customer. There's a time that you need to call them out, probably because it's just too much or they're cursing. But all in all, if you can, let them express their frustration, build rapport, and try to help them out. Does that make sense? Number four, be cautious about the time and escalating or transferring. I remember when I was called out by my team leader telling me that I transferred a call to an inactive department, and that frustrated the customer. So always know when you're allowed to escalate or transfer calls. That way, you don't cause more frustration for both the customer and your team. Make sense? All right, let's summarize the tips you can apply once you work as an Uber customer service. Number one, don't memorize the script. The script in customer service is too long and broad, which is not the best way to make the resolution time faster, but it's about knowing what keywords and where to search it. Number two, acknowledge the customers. Listen to their needs and validate their feelings. Number three, don't argue with customers. I'm telling you, you're not going to win it. Let them express their feelings and wait for your turn to help them out. Number four, be cautious about the time when escalating. Make sure that once you transferred someone, that department can really help them. Because if not, you might just frustrate them more. There you have it. The four lessons I learned working in customer service at Uber. It's a good account that'll teach you a different set of skills, specifically in terms of connecting to people. If you found this video to be helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next time.